Alright, so we're going to be going into Autodesk Inventor again, and we're going to be doing ISO Block 5, which should be popping up somewhere over there. So with ISO Block 5, we've got a lot of stuff going on. Just looking at it, we've got to figure out how we want to go about this. Do we want to do a little bit? Do we want to cut areas out? What? So let's just start by opening up a new standard IPT. And in doing so, we're going to decide, like, do we want to go back? Do we want to go over? What? So I'm just going to start by going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So those are what we're going to be doing. We're going to be doing a 9 by 6 to start with. So I'm going to start a 2D sketch whenever Inventor opens up here, and I'm going to do a 9 by 6. So I'm opening Inventor, starting a rectangle, and I'm doing a 9 wide by 6 tall box. And I'm going to click on front again just to see that. And I'm going to finish the sketch. Go home to get myself in better view. And it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 boxes deep. So that will be my next step. I'm going to extrude it out 6 boxes. And now we really have a lot of avenues that we can attack here. If I'm looking at this, I'm probably going to cut these 2 sections out first. So I'm going to do a rectangle right in the corner, and that's going to be 2 boxes by 4 boxes. 2 boxes by 4 boxes. And then I'm going to do another rectangle below that. And this rectangle is going to be 2 boxes by 1 box. And I've actually made a mistake here, but we're going to fix it. This one should actually be 2 by 2. That was my mistake, but we're fixing it. So we got 2 by 2 boxes and then 2 by 1 box. I'm just going to hit finish sketch, and we're going to extrude straight through that all the way. So one big chunk right here, we're doing a cut straight through, and you can see on the preview that's going all the way through. So that was the first thing I do. And I'm going to go to my next layer down right here. So I'm going to make a sketch here. I'm going to draw 2 rectangles, one on the top edge. And I can really just draw this out as long as it's covering, it doesn't matter. And I'm going to dimension it to be 1 inch from the edge. I'm going to dimension it to be 2 inches tall. And this is a very important thing that just happened. If I look here, it's no longer connecting the top edge, and that's a big deal. If you get that kind of a situation where you're no longer on the top edge, you have to make sure that the distance between the top edge and the box is 0, which yours might have been by default, mine was not, so I had to fix it. And then I'm just going to make this go out 8. I don't really have to, but we're doing a little extra just to ensure everything lines up. Because I also, underneath this, to the bottom edge, have to draw a box. And this box is going to be between this edge and this edge, 3 inches. And here it should be 4. And it's showing me up in the corner that I have to accept that because that's just what it is. So I'm going to hit finish sketch on these. I'm going to go and I'm going to select each of them. I'm going to extrude cut once again, but this time I'm only going to extrude cut 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to extrude cut 4. And that's that section. Now the final section, it's the same kind of deal here. I'm going to do a sketch on the front. I'm going to do a rectangle right like this, and I'm going to do a rectangle like this. And I'm just going to go in now and I'm going to dimension them. So this rectangle is 1 inch from here. And then this rectangle is 1 inch from here, and this is 2 inches, and we're just going to move this over if it shifted our whole thing. From here to here should only be 4 inches. So if it did shift like that on you, that's what we got to do. And then this by default should be 3, and it's going to make me accept that. So there's all the possible dimensions you could have for here. I'm going to hit finish sketch now. Once again, I'm going to extrude and I'm going to cut. And I'm going to cut this in 3 inches. So there we go for that. And you know, at this point you're done, and you could just go and you could give it all like one color, using the color wheel for appearance and do whatever. But what I would rather actually have you do is I'd like you to identify each of the faces and give each of the faces its own unique color. There's a lot of ways you could do that. You could go here and let's do that face blue. You know, just select the faces you want blue. If you hold on control, it'll let you select multiple faces. And then I'm gonna do, oops. So I'm gonna do control, I'm gonna do all my front faces are blue. And then I'm gonna come back over here and I'm gonna go and make all of my side faces red. It's a little extra. And then I would gonna make all of my top faces yellow. So that's done. So in this orientation, I've got it red, yellow, blue. Of course, the back's not going to have that, but just so the front, just so you can see, we got fronts, sides, and tops. So I hope that was helpful, and I'll see you next time.